beautiful people. You welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Moyo Sola Oluwa, the daughter of Ayo Ola. If today is your first time stopping by the channel, you're welcome. Appreciate you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And oh, I'll be an ingrate if I do this video without appreciating it. As at the time of filming this video, I have over 100 of you subscribed to my channel. So this is me saying thank you so much. I couldn't have gotten here. I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have attained 100 subscribers without you. Thank you so much. Those of you who shared my content, those of you who keep broadcasting, who keep giving me tips and advice on how to be a better person on the streets of YouTube. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it, and I do not take any of your good deeds, regardless of how small it is. I do not take it for granted in any way. So if you're just stopping by and wondering what's happening here on this channel, I talk about faith, lifestyle, relationship, and education. So if you're interested in any of these contents, do make sure to smash that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when the videos are out. Today, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm talking about comparison in relationship. But before I continue, hello, yes, mm-hmm. Wait. So you are calling me because you ordered something for me? Not even you ordered food. Is that what your mates are doing? Like, do your mates call their girls to find out if they received the food they ordered? You ordered food and you are even calling me to ask if I've seen the food. Your mates are there ordering Brazilian wig, ordering expensive things for their girls. You're here calling me, trying to find out if I've received the food. Abby, go and ask your mates how they are doing it. If you don't know how they are doing it, go and ask them. Can you please excuse me? Are you like that sister who keeps comparing their partner or their spouse to someone, probably their ex or someone they dated in the past, or like a friend or someone they've seen on social media? You see, one of the major problems we have in a lot of relationship nowadays is that we have lots of people. A lot of relationship would have sealed, right? A lot of relationship would have sealed, as we call it in quotes. But then the reason why those relationships did not seal, or yeah, the reason why those relationships crashed, is because we have someone, a party in that relationship, comparing the other party to someone else, either on social media or else. We see couple goals on social media, we admire them, say, oh, I love the way Lagbaja loves his wife, I love the way Tamedo treats her husband, this and that. I love couple models on social media and all of that. But then it will be very wrong for us if we set the standard of our relationship or the standard of our marriage based on the model someone else has laid. There are not two kind of marriage. Yeah, let me put it that way. There are not two kind of marriage, there are not two kind of relationship. Each person, the same way each person is unique, is the same way each marriage, each relationship is unique. All we just have to do is we need to work it out individually. If you refuse to put in the efforts and the energy you need to put into your relationship to ensure it works out, regardless of whether that person is God's will for your life or not, that ship will not sail, that marriage will not stand, that relationship will not stand. And so it takes the work of two of you, both parties, to come together and decide that we want to make this relationship work. And regardless of what anybody is saying, or regardless of what we are seeing on social media, we are comfortable with ourselves, right? And we want to make this work. That is when that relationship can work. Not by you saying, see your mate. Is that what your mates are doing? You are not even like my ex. My ex is doing this. If your ex is better, why didn't you stay with your ex? Who sent you? Who sent you to leave your ex alone? Go back to your ex. But don't forget that song that says you'll be a fool if you go back to your ex-boyfriend. La 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 la. Not concern me. Alright, so I want you to know that it could actually concern me. That's why it actually concerns me, right? So I want you to know that it's very wrong for you to actually compare, and I'm here to tell you why it is wrong for you. The reasons why it is wrong for you to compare your relationship with someone else's relationship. And the first thing I'll be sharing with you is that, number one, know that it isn't fair. It isn't fair for you to compare your partner or to compare your spouse to someone else in a relationship, because it's just like you comparing, saying that, oh, because I like bread and I love yam, so I used to tell bread that, I used to tell yam that, yam, see, you are not me, you don't have sense, you cannot enter, you cannot soak inside tea. See that bread. You see bread, and if I throw it inside tea to soak the tea, and I'll take it. Oh my gosh, it fuels me. This, that, blah blah blah. Please, can you actually turn bread into porridge? Can you? If you try to turn bread into porridge, what will happen? It becomes all soggy, messed up, and you can't even eat it. So that is to show that despite the fact that you like bread and you like yam, it's either you settle for yam or you settle for bread, because these two food are different food, and they satisfy in different ways. So you can't expect a bread to become a yam, or you expect a yam to become a bread. The same thing is also applicable in your relationship. Don't expect that partner that is not meeting up to your expectation, which I'm going to come there later, to be like some other party. Because the time the time you begin to tell them, oh, you're not like my ex, you're not like my this, you're not like my that, you're being unfair to the person. And when you're being unfair to them, you might not get the fullness, you might not get the real, you might not get the full person, like the full image, the full juice of that person, because you limit that person, and that person will not give you their best in that kind of relationship. Why? Because you keep comparing them and you are setting unrealistic standards for them. And that is the second point I'm going to mention, that when you begin to compare your relationship with the relationship of someone else, or your ex, you are creating unrealistic expectations for your spouse. Because when you expect someone who is tall and say, see, oh, you are not even, you cannot even carry me, you're not even doing this, and this person is tall, the person you are comparing him with is short, how do you expect him to relate? He can't relate because he's not short. Or rather, you're comparing a short guy that you're in a relationship with some guy that is tall online, and you are now see what TikTok would do, what TikTok would do to a lot of people, a lot of relationship. In fact, by the time TikTok finish causing it, TikTok will not be able to handle it. Because you see some people, they are doing couple goals, maybe they are carrying themselves. You are not expecting that, oh, my boyfriend, see this challenge on TikTok, let's do it too. And that one no get energy. You now begin to create expectation for yourself that, when my baby is back, we'll do this thing. See, na lie. What you just do is that you continue creating rifts, you create trouble, you cause problem in that relationship, and then you begin to fight every blessed day, and you keep wondering why that relationship is not working. That's why you are single, and that's why you remain single. Sorry for the violence, because that's what it is. Because when you keep comparing them, you are creating expectations that are unrealistic. Someone that does not have energy, you are stressing that brother. Please don't stop stressing the brother. Number 3 is that when you begin to compare relationship, it will make you feel bitter, because you feel like your partner is not enough for you. And when you begin to feel like your partner is not enough for you, you won't be satisfied, because that's it. You begin to feel bitter, you begin to feel angry, you begin to feel sad that, oh, what is it exactly that you've done wrong, what is it exactly that you're not doing right, that is not making your partner be that person that you desire them to be, and all of that. It will just make you feel bitter unnecessarily. Another thing, which is number 4, I'm going to mention that comparing relationship does to a relationship, is that it makes your partner feel worthless. The best thing you can do if you know that you want to damage the self-esteem of your spouse or of your partner is for you to compare your relationship or compare them to someone else. When you begin to compare them to someone else, they begin to feel worthless. Their self-esteem will drop drastically. Because someone who feels like, oh, I think I'm okay, I think I'm enough, I'm beautiful enough, and then you begin to tell that girl, see your mates are making up, you are not making up. Why can't you just leave her alone? If you know that you want somebody that is making up, go and date somebody that is she the only one on earth. Why don't go woman dates someone that likes to make up, leave her alone with her face if she does not like to make up. Or if she's someone that likes to make up, you're now seeing somebody that has natural beauty and you say, see your mate, are they not the one maintaining their natural beauty? It is not by force. If you cannot cope with her, please let her go. Stop affecting people's self-esteem because you're comparing them to someone else, which is what is another thing that is very, very bad in the relationship. One thing comparison does is that it allows you miss out on the good of that particular person. Because when you are when you compare someone to when you're comparing a person to another person, that person will not give you their best, because they will try to, that person will feel like, oh, I think I need to meet up to the standard of this person or this image that my partner or my spouse is trying to create, and they will try to keep being that person. Why? Because they want to satisfy you, and that person will forget their own self and they will put on the image of someone else entirely. And before you know it, this person is not giving you their best. They are not giving you what they are good at. They are not giving you that's their real self. Why? Because you are not allowing them to express themselves. You are not allowing them to show who they really are. So in order for you to enjoy your relationship, in order for you to enjoy your marriage, you need to stop comparing them to someone else. You need to stop comparison. Last reason why you should stop comparison is that by you comparing your partner to someone else, you are not showing respect to them. Every single relationship deserves some form of respect and honor. And the moment you begin to compare that person to someone else, you're not respecting them. You're not giving them the honor they want. You're not giving them the honor they deserve. And it's like you're making that person, you're downgrading that person. You're dishonoring that person, because the scripture says that we are wonderfully, fearfully, beautifully made by God in his own image. So the moment you begin to compare the attitude of that person that you're dating to someone else entirely, then you will definitely not get the best out of that person, and you are disrespecting that person. It's as simple as that. And please, if you are in a relationship whereby your partner or your spouse continually compares you to their ex, to their past relationship, or to some certain set of people they are seeing on social media, I would advise you to sit your partner down, talk to them, like you have a conversation, converse with one another, ask him, okay, what exactly do you want me to do? And let the person know that this is you. You're not that same, you're not their ex, you're not that person they are seeing, you're not that person that they are comparing you with. And if that person refuses to change, I would advise you to take a bow. Because it is better to take a bow than for you to get married to that kind of person and they are trying to make you feel like someone you're not, and they are trying to change your image, change who you are entirely. So please, I'm admonishing you, I am encouraging you, I am advising you. If you are the one that is comparing somebody else, so you are the one that is comparing your partner to somebody in a relationship, please today repent, stop. Like a Aproko doctor would say, life doesn't work the way it works in your head. And if you are the one that they are comparing somebody to, please and please, if it is something that really needs to be worked upon, yes, work upon it. Like, work on it. If it's something you need to work on it, work on it. If it is not something that you need to work on it, if this person keeps complaining, like they are so obsessed with their ex, let them go back to their ex. Leave that person alone. When they are ready to date you, they will come back. I'm not saying you should leave your relationship. Think well before you say it's me that say you should leave your relationship and all of that. But definitely it's obvious that that person doesn't want to make that relationship work, and that is why they are comparing you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and you're definitely going to make corrections or make amendments where necessary. And if you feel like you have questions or you have comments, let me see them all in the comment section below. And if you know somebody that they have been comparing, please, you know somebody that they have been telling that, see, you cannot be like Alisa, you cannot be like this, you cannot be like that. Please tell them, let me share these videos with them, let them learn. Once they learn, tell them to make their decision, let them decide in their heart of hearts what they want to do with that kind of relationship. I pray God bless you, your home, your marriages, your relationship, every single thing that has to do with you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Till I see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.